Hi, welcome to another tinkercad tutorial. Today we're going to learn how to use a temperature sensor, how to code it. Today we're going to learn how to use a temperature sensor and how to code it. So you go to basic components and you pull out a temperature sensor from here. I'm going to show you the ground, the voltage, and the ground, the signal wire, and the power, the voltage one. So let's just discard this for the moment. So as you can see, I've already made the connections accordingly. So the ground wire goes to ground, the power wire, the red wire, goes to 5 volt, and the middle wire, which is marked as V out, is actually the temperature sensor. This is where the sensor is recording different levels of temperature. So we connect it to the analog pins because the values that we're getting of temperature are in analog. The difference between digital and analog is the same as in clocks. In analog, you can go between numbers, say 1 and 2, but in digital, you can't skip between 1 and 2. That's the basic unit. Okay, so now for coding, as you can see, I've defined two integers here. Integer sensor value. So we need to set the sensor value of this. So we need to set the value of the sensor to 0 to begin with. The second integer we're going to use is the base temperature. Base temperature tells this temperature sensor what is the room temperature, what is the normal temperature, the reference line according to which it will orient itself. So we have void setup. In void setup we define our pins. So first of all we need to define A0. So A is pin mode, A0, and it's an input pin because this is a sensor, so we're taking in data. Then we have pin mode 3 and we have pin mode 9. Let me just correct that here. We have pin mode 3 and pin mode 9. So what these are connected to are LEDs. So on 3 we have a blue LED and on 9 we have a red LED. Now this is the main part, void loop. So void loop, what we first do is we take the variable sensor value which has no value stored inside it right now. So we take sensor value which has no value stored inside it right now. That's why it's 0. And we compare it to analog read A0, which means we're trying to compare the sensor value to the value we're getting from the temperature sensor. Serial.print ln serial value. This will help you print your values once your sensor is reading those values. Now, the if statement. So this says if the sensor value, which is taken by analog read, is less than or equal to base temperature, then digital write 3 high. So digital write is used because these are digital pins and 3 is referred to the blue LED. So if the sensor value is less than the base temperature equal, the blue LED is going to glow. However, if the sensor value is higher than the base temperature, then the else statement is going to come into effect, which says digital write 9. So this LED on pin number 9 will be high and the LED on pin number 3 will be low. So let's simulate this. Start simulation. Alright, seems like we have an error here. Small syntax error. Okay, close. Start simulation. Okay, so now you can see that by default the LED, the red LED, is glowing, which means the base temperature must be higher than the sensor value. Let's try to change it. So on increasing the temperature, you can see that the red LED is still glowing and not the blue one. Now let's try to reduce the temperature. As you can see, the blue LED started to glow and the red LED has switched off. We can also see this in the serial monitor. we click on graph, and now you can see as I change the temperature, the value also changes. So let's try to 150. Now the red is glowing. So if I take it above 150 to 200 or 400, the red LED is going to glow. If I try to bring it down back to 150, the red LED should glow. So it says 240 right now. 200, 196, 170, 160, 151. So 151 is less than 150, so the blue LED is glowing. That's the tinkercad tutorial for a temperature sensor.